guys, so welcome back to another amazing comic show video, and today I'll be doing an episode 3 review of Secret Invasion. But before I continue, I want you guys who are just doing this comic show don't know exactly what I normally do. I just do reviews for Disney Plus, Netflix. When I go see movies in theaters, sometimes I do trailer reactions, gaming videos, unboxing videos, theory videos, and all that crazy shit on the comic show. So stay tuned for the new features because there'll be a lot more coming along the way. So yes, like I said, today I am going to be watching episode 3 of Secret Invasion, and the last time where we left off is where Gravik and a few others has finally got the chance to put Nick Fury in his place, and now he has to go into hiding, and now we noticed that Nick Fury had a wife that we all didn't know what he had, but a lot of people are speculating from the last episode that I didn't actually come to think of it, but a lot of people are mentioning that Rhodey might be a Skrull because of how he's been acting lately. So I think I kind of agree on some parts on that, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. But I mean, we cannot be sure. We cannot be too for sure for certain, right? But they could be right. Rhodey could be a Skrull, or Nick Fury's wife could be a Skrull. We probably don't even know, but who knows for sure. But I haven't really watched the episode yet. But either way, guys, it is a total of 42 minutes, and I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna see what's gonna see if I can gather a lot of information for it, and then also after I'm done, I'll tell you guys what I think about the episode for today. And I can't wait because there's a lot of people theorizing what's going on with episode 3, and we only got like 3 more episodes to go because we only got like 6 episodes. So, yeah. So see you guys a little later. Hey guys, so welcome back. So I officially just finished watching episode 3 of Secret Invasion. So here's what we know so far, what happened for this entire episode. Now, a lot of people, I know I'm not going to be the only one, they're, like I said earlier, are theorizing what's been going on for this entire episode, and especially at the very end when Nick Fury's wife picked up the phone because she was looking at this security, bank security box, and there was a gun inside, and she talks to this guy on the street she got told to go to a St. Mary's Church or whatever it's called, and if you recognize the voice a little bit, it is Rhodey telling her to go, and she says, I want to speak to Gravik. So, I think, on that point, both of them know who Gravik is. But before I continue on talking about that particular part, I want to say the entire episode was really good. I really like how, Nick Fury is still trying to figure out who is trying to take over the planet, and he soon finds out that Gravik is trying to, take command of all the other Skrulls and become a leader that, Talos never did, that Talos should have done like a long time ago. How Talos wanted to stay on the planet, or didn't want to help his people to find another place to live. So around that time period back in the 90s, he kind of forgot that promise to his kind. So when Gravik grew up, when that one little kid Gravik grew up, he decided to take command and actually takes all the surviving Skrulls and go to in the Russian power plant, and we're actually able to survey themselves into their own camp. So they have their own camp, and they've been trying to make this device that amplifies their powers. And when during the episode when Talos decided to go talk to Gravik at this one little, I think it was like some sort of restaurant place. It was more like a museum actually, and he stabbed Gravik in the hand, and Gravik was able to pull his hand away from the knife, and you can see his hand regenerating back and forming into itself. So my point is that device that Gravik has been producing or building at their home, and it was actually I think that machine was able to amplify him to regenerate himself. Maybe like a mutation. Ooh, because if you guys don't know, Marvel and Marvel Studios are trying to bring the mutants into the MCU, and I think this might be a good way to actually send in the mutants and like the X-Men and all that kind of crazy stuff into the MCU. Because I know, because if you guys don't know, Deadpool 3 is now officially done filming, and now we have to wait until the movie comes out next year, May 3rd of 2024. So, I'm thinking this episode or this series is going to tie into bringing in the mutants, because I think there's absolutely no way that that machine would have, how Gravik actually get, regeneration powers, because I think it actually helps amplify their genes and actually mutating them into giving them more ability powers. So I'm thinking that's probably what it did. It gave him a mutated powers of regeneration of healing himself. So I think that, when I saw that scene, I knew for a fact in my mind that's probably a mutation. So I think that was another Easter egg to X-Men and all the mutants. So I'm calling it, guys. I'm freaking calling it. Just like how we know how in the was it the last episode, or was it almost the second last episode of Miss Marvel, the show, where no, it was the last episode where Kamala Khan's best friend told her that her genes in her body is actually mutation, hinting the mutants of the MCU. So I think I'll be highly doubtful. I think I'm correct on what Gravik is doing. It is trying to amplify or mutate all of his kind, so they can have different abilities to survive being on planet Earth with everybody else, because they want to be more higher up than everybody else, so they can take over the planet. So I think that machine mutates the Skrulls into different abilities and powers, so they can take over the planet. So I'm calling it. It's a mutation machine. It's probably kind of like the one that that Magneto did in the first movie of X-Men, where he wanted to turn everybody into New York using that machine to turn them into mutants. So I think that machine that Gravik is making is somewhat the same thing. It actually changes the mutations to some of his people to having powers. I was thinking about this as I was watching the episode. I was like, ooh. But either way, for the entire episode was really cool and really interesting, and we got to see, Talos was actually nice enough to actually work with Nick Fury again, and they were able to, go to this, some sort of, general or soldier dude that was able to stop them from, using these nuclear code, to stopping this from submarine to use these nuclear warheads, or nuclear warheads, or just with missiles in general. I think it was just missiles in general, to stop them from shooting missiles up to I think it was Air Force One or something, or some sort of U.S. plane trying to fly through the sky. So Nick Fury told Talos to tell him how to get the special code to stop the mission launch of those missiles, to stop them from blowing up the U.S. airplane, and they were actually able to do it by killing this dude. And he was able to phone his daughter Gaia and tell her to go to the room where they are holding human hostages from, and they're having these machines survey their minds, so they can get information of these people, because these are the higher up peoples, generals or TV crew. But all that changed. So she went to the guy that Talos impersonated to get the code to say the code word to basically like cancel the order to shooting missiles, and he was able to say Zachary in the guy's voice, and she was able to shut down the program. So that was kind of like, ooh god. But during the process, he told Gaia to exit the premises of the scroll compound, yes, and Amelia Clark's character got shot, and I think Gaia is actually dead. Yeah, I mean the episode's been out for a few days, so there's not really a big spoiler. But I think when Talos finds out that his daughter is dead, he's gonna get so mad with Gravik to the point where he probably wants to kill Gravik. So I think that's probably what's gonna happen for the next episode. As soon as he hears about Gaia, or maybe Gravik will have the intensity to tells us, he's like, yeah, I saw that your daughter was trying to escape the compound, so I shot her. And I think by that point, I think Talos is gonna be like, you killed, but I am gonna kill you, and I'm gonna make sure that you will never see the light in day or something. Like, I don't know, but I think there's gonna be a big battle happening sooner or later between Gravik and Talos. And I think Nick Fury is gonna help, and I think there's gonna be a big epic climax between between two scroll leaders. I think Talos is gonna overcome him and will probably be able to defeat him, so he can regain his leadership of all the scrolls, and actually promise them this time about taking them to their new home planet. So I think this is the entire. I think this is probably the entire plot of Secret Invasion. How Talos is going to regain his leadership, so he can actually get all the scrolls to go with him instead of rebelling off of him from joining with Gravik. I think I just solved the freaking plot of the show already. Holy crap! I don't know. It's just a little thought in theory, but I think what I said about Gravik with that machine, how he got himself new abilities to regenerate himself, and that was another hint for the mutants of the X-Men. I think I'm right. There's no other solution of that conquest. I think I am officially giggling out. So that is my review for episode 3 of Secret Invasion Show. I think for the top rating, I think I'm gonna give it a spot on 4.5 out of 5. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And oh my god, this show is getting so good. But before I go, like I said earlier about about how us knowing about Nick Fury's wife, and then she goes to this bank. She gets this safety deposit box out of the wall. She sees a gun, and then she gets a call by this mysterious stranger on the phone that kind of sounds like Rhodey, telling her to go to this church for more information. And then she says, "I want to speak to Gravik," and he says on the line of I can't remember what he said after that, but basically he's like, and then I'm just like, okay, so how does she know about Gravik, and how does the person on the phone that kind of sounds like Rhodey know about who Gravik is too? So I think during the time period when Nick Fury got disappeared by the blip, I think Nick Fury's wife and Rhodey are actually Skrulls, but they don't want to tell Nick that they are, and they're trying to keep it secret. Ooh. Okay, that's all I gotta say about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video for the Secret Invasion review. Probably be next week, probably on Friday as well. And oh my god, this show is gonna be so good. Oh, why are all these Marvel shows really good lately? I don't know. I mean, the last one that I already did before was, I think it was probably Miss Marvel. I mean, it was okay of a show. I mean, there was a lot of speculations I did mention about that particular show, because how Kevin Feige changed the powers of Kamala Khan because he figured like, oh, they're too similar to Mr. Fantastic. But either way, I did say that if Stan Lee was still around, I'm pretty sure that Stan would have gone up to Kevin Feige and say, I really don't know why you did it, but I didn't like the fact that you changed Kamala Khan's powers. She's supposed to have somewhat the powers of Mr. Fantastic, but in a different perspective. I don't like how you did that. But I'm pretty sure that, you know, in my perspective, if I was the creator of Marvel and I hear that Kevin Feige did that, I was like, no, I don't think changing her powers was a good idea. She was supposed to have powers like that of elastic bent, like kind of like Mr. Fantastic. I don't like how you did that. You should have came up to me first before you go changing stuff. So that's just my point of view. I mean, like I said that a long time ago too, but you know, that's just how I feel. Because if I was a creator, like I said, if I was a creator, I was like, no, you go to me and you confirm that with me first before you go change it. I know around that time period Stanley was already gone, but still, But anyway, guys, that concludes my video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.